Welcome back to another episode of the Nights in the AM podcast.
We'll be bringing you up to date on Central Florida sports, news, and all things UCF with your hosts, Zach Klauber and Brendan Stegner.
And as always, go Knights.
And charge on.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Nights in the AM podcast. I'm Brendan Stegner. Zach, what's going on?
What's going on, Steg? How you doing?
Actually, this weekend was great.
Yeah, I had a good time.
UCF sports was at an all-time high, and I had a great time this weekend.
Me too.
During the UCF football game, Zach and I did watch the first half together, and then we kind of just went our separate ways.
Yeah.
And, I ended up watching it somewhere else. We ended up meeting up later, right, at some party.
At a party, yep.
And then I ended up staying over his apartment.
Yeah, no, good times.
Yeah.
And then today we got to go to the volleyball game, and that was a lot of fun.
Great time. Oh, we actually played some baseball before that, too.
We did play baseball, too. Rough day for me, out on the mound.
Well, why do you say that? No, it was a good day. Your fastball was working.
Yeah, my curve, I lost it, though. I hyped it up too much.
It's a new pitch.
That's true.
It's all right. Today, I woke up. I slept in your roommate's room.
I didn't know you slept here, to be honest.
Well, I wasn't going to, and I was so tired. And my bike was here, so I didn't want to, ride back.
Yeah.
So I just left, and remember you told me to ride to, Baldwin Park?
Uh-huh.
I went today. It was so much fun.
Yeah, Baldwin Park's really nice.
It's a great little area.
Did you go to the lake?
Yeah.
Did you see the little ice cream shop I was talking about?
Yes. I forgot you. I saw the ice cream shop. I forgot you mentioned that.
It's Ice New York, whatever.
I did see it. Yeah.
Yeah, really good.
That's a really nice town. I really liked it.
It's expensive.
Is it?
Yeah.
How much do you think a house goes for?
A lot. Winter Park in general can hit upper 100,000s, close to millies.
Close to $1 million. Yeah. You think that's the most expensive housing Central Florida?
Winter Park is probably not Baldwin Park specifically, probably downtown, but yeah, it's up there.
Yeah, definitely. It's
definitely the highest in Central Florida, that whole area.
Yeah, but it was really cool.
Definitely.
I'm definitely gonna go back there. That place is really cool. But
let's get into it then, right?
Yeah, let's hop in the recap.
Yeah, you want to go?
Recap. UCF football 48-14 over Florida Atlantic University. Dylan Gabriel 7 for 19, 245 yards, 2 throwing. And he went 4 for 19 rushing with a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
First half, 3 different running backs had running touchdowns.
Yeah, and for the game, including Dylan Gabriel, 5 different people had rushing touchdowns.
Isn't that crazy?
Very crazy.
Defense had 12 tackles for a loss. UCF men's soccer playing right now. It's almost over. They're up 2-0 against Texas Rio Grande.
Do you know what
Valley.
minute it's in right now? Probably
I just checked.
80th,
Right? It was 74.
Yeah, exactly, because it started at 6.
Yeah,
so.
women's soccer was in the 71, and they were up 1-0 against UF.
Stuff can change, but that's not. Yeah, that's a good spot to be in.
True. It's better than being down 1-0.
Definitely.
What else? Oh, there's volleyball. So volleyball, first 2 games. We went to 5 sets, and every set was within 4 points. Out of
craziness.
All 10 sets that we played.
Yep.
It was 4 points or less of a difference. And then we played Kansas today. Zach and I went.
Yeah.
And it was a great time.
So much fun.
It was so much fun.
We'll get into it.
We'll get into it. We have a lot to talk about. It was a great time.
Yeah, let's not talk about it yet.
All right, you want to hop into football?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing that I want to note is if you go to FAU, you're a bum.
Absolutely.
If you thought you were funny because you were burning the nitro, you're a bum. You got smacked.
Like that actually really pissed me off.
If you run the Instagram account for Owly the Owl, you're a bum.
That pissed me off even more.
Yeah, that was even worse, bro. That was disgusting.
Okay, yeah, describe the mascot thing.
So the mascot,
I'm beyond pissed
FAU _ official, I don't know, something like that. He posted this picture, and it was the caption had a bunch of emojis in it, and it was you think you're tough, wearing Gucci, a bunch. It was rap lyrics, but it was really weird.
Yeah, it wasn't funny at all.
Not funny. Maybe people at FAU probably think it's funny.
Yeah, they think everything's funny that is FAU related.
But then they got smacked. So if you run that account, you're a bum, like I said. Pretty much anything in FAU is a bum.
Yeah.
Y'all think you're good, but then you literally did terrible.
Their school is just everything bad about us is them, 100%. The worst part of Florida University is what makes up FAU. The Knight thing really got me upset. They put a lot of money.
Yep.
They built a Knight statue. They burned it down.
It's so funny now,
They posted it everywhere on social media. They thought they were so funny.
Yeah, it's so funny now.
Maybe I would understand if they could back it up. If it was a rivalry, I get it.
Sure.
It doesn't have to be formal. College rivalries don't have to be formal like professionals.
I equate it to Baker sticking the flag.
Yeah, exactly. No, you know what I equate it to? I equate it to a little brother who keeps talking to his big brother, smacking him up, trash talking him.
Yeah.
I'm all right, do I have to put you back in your place again? I'm just gonna give you a quick shove,
100%.
Toss you over.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying that FAU's are good, Baker can plant the flag, but I just meant the act of doing something like that.
It's that really annoyed me. I mean, we beat him by what, 34?
Yeah.
Taking it back to last week, the spread was 10.5. Me and Zach both looked at that like, what the hell? Like, that's not even,
10.5's nothing.
Like, we were to destroy them, and we did. We won 30.
And you were correct about the over/under. It was 67.5 and 62.
I can't wait to get into that. Our defense, week 1, played great. Chemistry was great. I loved it. Week 2, again. The only thing I don't like is that
I know what you're gonna say.
We look like our arms are lathered up in soap when we're trying to tackle people sometimes, and that's a little stressful. I think the plays and the chemistry are fantastic.
I like our defensive play calling a lot.
We read offenses so well. But we just have to tackle. Like,
we
that's the last part
get to the quarterback. Defense. We got to the quarterback within 3 seconds, almost every play, and we did not get enough sacks.
And I kind of liked. I didn't like their quarterback, but he wasn't that bad.
No, he really wasn't.
Every play, it was like snap, 1 second, line breaks, out of the pocket, 100%. Snap, like play after play, and he was trying to make it work. He wasn't that bad. But I mean, we ate up their defensive line. So.
I'm gonna go for a negative real quick on UCF. So obviously, running the ball, we did great.
Yep.
And typically, in football at least, when you are running the ball well, you don't have to pass. It's not the opposite.
Yep.
If you can get the run game established, you got it, which I get, and we had it. But only completing 8 passes in a game against FAU, and especially when Dylan Gabriel then had 12 incompletes to his 7 completions, it's kind of weird. It's not good. And I personally blame the play calling.
Yeah. I think you could call better plays.
Obviously, 100%. We were watching. But I remember.
I don't know if you know the whole story, because I think some of them might have been trial plays,
which I get, and that's the hard thing with sports for me.
If Gabriel's in as quarterback, you shouldn't be running trial plays. That's your trial play. Gabriel,
100%.
True freshman as a quarterback.
Dylan Gabriel running
a
basic
right.
A basic play is his trial.
Exactly.
I agree.
Why don't you use all your strengths with Dylan Gabriel? I mean, unless you trust him to be the quarterback for the future, which I want to get into.
Yeah.
As well, Wimbush was not 100%. That's why I didn't play.
Okay.
People were like, is Gabriel better? Is that why he's starting? The decision was, why would you waste Wimbush on an FAU game?
Of course. If someone's hurt, yeah.
But
especially.
some of the play calling, you're right. I mean.
And it kind of sucks, because can you guess what Gabriel's quarterback rating was?
Yeah. No, I don't know, 59?
Very close, Steg,
really?
actually. 58.9.
Wow.
I know. Did you know that?
No.
That's actually really crazy.
I thought I lowballed it like hell.
No, 58.9. Yeah, he went 7 for 19. He had a lot of yards because of receivers, catching and run. He had 2 touchdowns, no picks. But that's really bad. I blame, and I get the trial thing, because when we were watching game, there was a time, it was close to the end of the second. You remember it, when it was 3rd and 4. And then we ran a screen play, and we got no yards. And we've been running it up the middle for 7 yards of carry. And then on 4th and 4, we did it, and it worked. And it was just why didn't we do that?
Yeah,
the play before, but it could be trial, and I didn't really think about it.
Could be, I don't know.
I didn't think about it like that, but I would assume that's what it is.
Yeah. So how do you think Gabriel did, as a whole, the game, throughout the game?
Okay, I think the play calling hurt him.
Okay.
So it's hard for me to blame him completely, but 7 for 19 isn't good no matter how you look at it. The yards are good. Yards could be deceiving for a quarterback, because even when we talk about pro sports, like when we talk about Deshaun Jackson, we were talking about today, because he had 2 long classic touchdowns, that looks good, but it's a lot more on the receiver than it is on the quarterback.
I get it.
Obviously, you still got to make the throw. But it's if you threw a screen pass and then he ran for 27 yards, the quarterback really doesn't deserve 27 yards.
We talked about who got who was going to get 2 touchdowns. We were both wrong. Adrian Killens actually had a rushing and a throwing, but the throwing,
receiving.
It was receiving. What was he recording? He was recording a 60-yard pass, 57-yard touchdown.
74.
It was the throw was about 3 yards.
Exactly.
It was a little duck.
So that's
Killens
74.
Is the fastest kid I've ever seen.
So put it like this. So Gabriel had 245. With a 74-yard bomb and a 57-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
I know that one was a little bit more of a pass.
It was a great
pass.
pass.
Yeah, it was. That one was good.
But great pass.
Even just minus 74 from the 245, and that's a bad game.
Yeah, you're right. But you could also look at it like a promising way that we're no longer just our quarterback. Our whole team is.
It's true.
Look at our running game. 5 people scored rushing. Our 4th-string running back is running up the middle and scoring.
No, definitely.
I like everything I saw except Gabriel. I get it. He's young. There could be trial. I don't know if he's going to start. No one knows if he's going to start next game against Stanford.
If it's trial, I'm fine with everything. If
But
that was Heupel's actually play call. I'm not okay with it.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, there's not going to be much trial next week against Stanford.
Definitely, I would say none.
Probably none.
Unless we're up, which is a possibility.
It's very possible. After watching that Stanford game, I come back from this party, hanging out with my friends, like, oh, Stanford, USC, can't wait. Stanford played
bums.
They were so bad. That's kind of disappointing to me. I was waiting.
It hurts us.
I was waiting for this UCF Stanford game for like 6 months.
Yeah, it hurts us because we want to be more legitimized, and it's not going to help if we play teams that are bad. And if Stanford won and came in at 2-0 and were ranked, let's say they moved up a couple in the early 20s, then that would be great for us. But now we're going to get into the AP poll
college
soon.
Game day, I was excited, but now they played terrible. But it's all right. Going into the Stanford game, believe it or not, we actually have a higher percentage chance of winning than we did.
I think is
against FAU.
Not good though.
Not good for who? Us.
I don't think it's accurate.
Well,
okay.
It's hard to make an accurate judgment anyway, but that could be more because we played
better.
It is.
It has to be.
Like 10.5 spread, we win by 34. Oh, maybe this team's better than we think. And the AP polls may disagree with that, but I didn't even look at the polls yet because I'm scared. I always look at the poll. Every week I look at the polls on Sunday. And just
where we're at, right?
I did not look yet. Do you know?
I'm pulling it up because...
all right, pull it up. I'm going to ask about some rankings because I'm going to get mad.
No, I'm getting it up right now.
Okay.
Okay, so we are 17th.
So we moved up.
Moved up 1.
Okay. Wisconsin's still ahead of us. They're on a tear, right? Wisconsin.
Yeah. Wisconsin's ahead of us.
Oregon, they're ahead of us.
Ahead of us.
They deserve to be.
They maintained ahead of us.
They actually scored 77 points after I went on this mic and said they were overrated. So.
Yep.
Bad.
Top 3 didn't move. Clemson, Alabama, Georgia, LSU jumps to 4.
Wait, it's Alabama, Georgia, LSU are 2, 3, and 4. 3 SEC teams are 2, 3, and 4. Okay, keep going. I'm already pissed off.
5 is Oklahoma. 6 is Ohio State.
Okay, they
7
actually should be 4.
7 Notre Dame. They didn't even play.
Yeah, they're 1-0, right? Notre Dame? That's really annoying. Keep going.
8 is Auburn.
They deserve it. Actually, wait, no, it was 14-3, right?
Yeah, they definitely did not deserve to move up.
They moved up
2.
So like when we win by 34 and 62,
we move up 1.
And
then they
beat Oregon.
Yeah, who they play this week though?
Tulane,
right? Yeah.
And they what do they win by 10?
It was 24-6.
Okay,
so a little bit more.
Than 10.
But I guarantee when we play Tulane, it's gonna be like 48 to
56 to negative whatever. Yeah, I get it.
I know. So that's funny because it's gonna the same thing with the Ohio State game against FAU. Yeah. It's gonna be the same situation.
It's a good meme. So what was it? FAU scored like 21 points.
Yeah, it was like 21 and
21 to 45 against Ohio State.
And then we
play FAU. We score more than Ohio State and give up less than Ohio State.
But and then just going down quick, UF jumped up 2. Even though they played
they played
UT Martin.
UT Martin, which is I'm pretty sure is a made up school at this point.
I've never heard of them.
Neither have I.
But Michigan's then 10.
Michigan barely won against Army.
Yeah.
Barely, but they moved down, so that's respectable.
They did move down. Utah moved up to 11th. I'm not sure who Utah played. They beat NIU, which I don't know what that is, and BYU.
Okay.
So that's kind of dumb. Texas then dropped. I feel bad for Texas because I actually kind of respect their team and like them, and they just lost a tough game. Matthew McConaughey was at the game. Did you see that?
Was he?
He was mad. He was like, there was a voice of him cursing. Yeah, he was really mad about it.
Deservedly so. But Joe Burrow, quarterback at LSU, I don't like him because of the bowl game, but he played out of his mind.
Yeah.
So
and then
for the week,
I'll just get to us before I go quick. Penn State 13, Wisconsin 14, Oregon 15, Texas A&M 16.
A&M, they just lost, didn't they?
Yeah, they lost to Clemson, though.
What was
and
the
they
score?
10-24.
Okay.
So
that doesn't really bother me that much.
And then under us doesn't really matter, but something to note, Stanford is not ranked anymore, and USC is.
And Boise State is, right?
Boise State is maybe the worst ranking I've ever seen.
Yeah, they beat Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall didn't have a yard in the second half, if I'm not mistaken. Box score, here we go. Marshall passing, 10 for 17 for 56 yards. Marshall rushing, they had 116 yards for the entire game. Total, they had less than 200 yards on the game. Boise State actually had a lot of yards, so I guess that's where their credit's coming in. But somehow you scored 14 points on Marshall. So
yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Your rank determines on how many yards.
Yeah, that's stupid. Washington's there at 1-1 at 23, and the rest are nothing really to note. I mean,
Okay.
Maryland's there.
Okay, well, we all knew I'd be pissed off, and next week was our chance to actually make an impact on the rankings.
I
but-
will almost guarantee, no matter what we win by, we will not move up
So,
unless Oregon.
It doesn't even
drops.
matter if we run up the score anymore. What if we
Nope.
were to beat FAU by 10? Would we go down or stay the same or move up? Does it even matter?
No,
It's really annoying.
doesn't matter.
So what is going to be our big shot to move up?
We sadly are going to have to play UF in a regular season 2-for-1.
Okay.
I think that's our only chance. Like in the
And
years
I'm
coming.
okay with that. I think we're better than you.
Me too. No, it'd be great. And then if we won, but dude, if we lost,
It's tough.
we would not
that's
hear
gonna
the
be
end
tough.
of it.
No, we wouldn't. No, we would not. And I'm definitely gonna go in hiding if that happens.
Yeah,
but
that would be
I'm
terrible.
confident in us.
I mean, I think that's what we have to do. We have to play some bigger teams. Stanford was good, like a good grab we got for a game, but now they're getting bad.
Yeah.
But if we played on it, even teams like, I don't know, if we could get a Wisconsin game, that'd be
that'd be
good.
great.
They're good though.
Except they're really good.
Yeah,
and they have
so-
one maybe Heisman player as Jonathan Taylor as a running back.
Yeah.
he's just insane. I mean, they're a lot better than UF in my opinion.
So
offense, at
that
least
would
is-
be a problem.
But
Something
But
like
it's just
that.
like it's just like a book. It's like the story is writing itself into UCF UF. It's just that type of story.
I agree,
I think it's
and I
just
think
gonna
the
happen.
bowl game is a legitimate thing, and I
Yeah.
think that kind of hurts us if we play them in the bowl. It'll be fun if we win in the bowl, but
Yeah.
it doesn't do anything for us
Yeah, except
starting
like,
rank for the next year.
and
So
future and bragging rights.
yeah, bragging rights, of course, but I meant in terms of actual AP poll.
Yeah.
So that's kind of unfortunate with that.
Yeah, I guess so. But I don't know. What are you gonna do? And
No, it's true, but we need to do something.
I know. Like my dad told me this last year. It's like UCF will win. You know, it doesn't even matter the score. They'll
Sure.
win every game. Oh, UCF won. Like they should win. If they lose, it's like the end of the world. But
That's the problem
Why
with
do we
college
not
sports.
get anything for winning? Why are we expected to win and you guys just don't do anything about it?
Well, yeah, the thing
give
is
us-
that precedent. It's precedent.
Yeah.
Because it's like Bama's does really well. If Bama lost, they'd be like, damn, Bama. Well, no. Actually, let me do that. Bama does lose, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right.
So
They
I'm
lost
going to
to
use a
Auburn the
different
year we
team
beat Auburn.
like Oklahoma or Ohio State.
Or Georgia. Yeah.
Or Georgia. Georgia's
the
a good example. So is LSU. If they win, they're expected to win, but their wins mean more. I get that you play better teams, but their wins mean more historically than ours do.
Yeah.
Because LSU is a good team always. They produce draft players. So that's what happens, and it set the precedent. Oh, everyone knows, like, you can ask someone who doesn't know much about college sports who's a good college football team. Names
Yeah.
like Alabama, LSU are going to come out.
Guarantee
UCF
they
isn't.
name SEC teams.
Exactly. So that's kind of the problem with it, and it sucks. But for those middle teams like I just named, like Oklahoma, losses do matter for them.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit closer, but it still is like unfortunate
Yeah, well,
that
they did. I guess NCAA did give us a bone by giving us Stanford. I mean, the Stanford game. But look, we're going to destroy Stanford.
Yeah, and they're not ranked.
And nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
They could have gave us any team. You gave us Stanford. We're going to destroy them, and nothing's going to happen. It doesn't even matter anymore.
yeah, it's sad because
unless
I
we
said,
play an SEC team,
We
which
have
won't,
to.
because why would they? You know.
we just have to play any ranked team. It could be another Pac-12 that's actually ranked by the time we play them.
Our schedule. I mean, I just checked the schedule earlier today. No team really is good. I mean, Cincinnati's our best bet, and they got creamed 2 games in a row. They're 0-2. They got creamed both games really badly. And I guess Temple's pretty good too, but
Not good enough to be
not even
ranked.
close.
So yeah, no, it's
But-
unfortunate.
so I guess I don't know. I guess we'll take it 1 week at a time,
But
like always.
let me ask you, how many years until we get tired of saying we're national champions without actually getting to play teams?
I can't even tell you that. It depends on the schedule next year. If the schedule is the same, then the same thing's gonna happen. You know.
But okay, as a fan, would you rather us go 12-0 every year or
No,
us
not anymore.
Not anymore. I agree.
Freshman year, it was a great time seeing a win every time. Win. The year before, senior year in high school, was a great time. I'm tired of it, you know? I
agree.
love when we blow out teams. It's such a satisfying feeling. I love watching our dogs play so well. It's so fun, but for what, you know?
No, it's true.
It's like I can't keep watching us barrel over every team and just getting nothing out of it. Like,
It's true. But I think so the issue with UCF, and my dad talks about it too. We both talked about our dads now on the podcast.
very weird.
If we say we have one season where we even drop 3 games,
that's
probably it.
over
Yep.
for UCF.
Probably over for it.
It's really sad.
Unless we can start right now we're kind of building it up because it's like Auburn.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
players
I was
still
gonna-
go to
I
Auburn
was gonna say that.
because of history.
Yeah.
But they are not a good team.
No, and they never will be.
Yeah, yeah, we talked about that last week. So if we can do, I think maybe not next year, maybe not the year after, but the year after that is when we can start risking it. But right now we're starting to get prospects in, and once we build that prospect pool, I
Yeah,
think
and-
then we're free to do what we want.
Yeah,
in
and you
terms
hear
of
our
schedule.
friends talking like in high school, like, oh, we're friends with 4-star, 5-star recruits that are interested in UCF. That's great. That's
Yep.
awesome. You have a running back in Oviedo High School.
Yeah.
Was it Keontae Coffee?
Yep, Keontae
He's
Coffee.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's great having these kids come, but why? Honestly, like putting us in their shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want to come to UCF? Because like for recognition or like
Yeah,
if you
the
wanna win
only
a
thing I
national
would say is for
championship.
playtime.
Yeah, that's it. But
Playtime.
I mean, these kids are really good now. We're getting really good players.
Yeah.
Like McCray, excellent running back. Like
Mm-hmm.
Dylan Gabriel said no to Georgia, said no to USC to come to UCF. I love that, and I love him. He's a great kid. He's going to be such a stud.
Well, look, like, would Dylan Gabriel have gotten rookie playtime at Georgia? No,
That's a good point, actually.
definitely not.
That's a good point. No, yeah, no, not even close.
100% no. So
But
that's why.
It's
And
really
it's
sad.
one. Yeah, it
it's
sucks.
time for a change. That's the bottom line.
I would agree that it is getting close to time for a change.
I think once we mop Stanford next
Mm-hmm.
week, which I was, again, excited to see a close game.
But
and
now it's a joke.
we're going to mop Stanford. I'm going to say, look, it is time for a change. Period. The end.
Yeah, no, I get it. I would just hate for our program to be jeopardized by one losing season. And then the
you don't
year
think
after.
they'd be a little lenient if we got a tougher schedule?
No, they hate us.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
Um,
We're in a sticky situation here.
Because this is what would happen if we played, let's say, even. Well, it'd probably start with one, and it'd probably be UF. Or something like Washington.
Okay, so if we were to beat UF this year.
In a bowl or like in a regular
bowl,
season game?
In
Okay.
a bowl. And they give us a tougher schedule next year.
Then they would be
actually
lenient.
tougher. Then
We would still have to win some.
yeah, but okay. So you're saying that for us to, like, I guess, make our way up to a legitimate, like,
Mm-hmm.
prestigious school, we'd have to have a miraculous win in the bowl game this year, and basically go undefeated again with a tougher schedule.
No, not undefeated, but let's say we
Or
beat UF in
if
the.
you lose to a,
Well, all right. All right. Let me ask you this: how in your scenario, how many top 25 teams do we play next year?
my dream scenario, like realistically, I guess 3.
3, sure.
Would be my.
If we won one of those games, we'd be fine. If we lost
think
all
so?
3, yeah. If we beat UF in the bowl game and then played 3 more, and they were, not like a week 1 we beat
Yeah.
USC or
Yeah,
something like
or
that.
like
But if it was
Boise
like
State.
week 7 or 8, 9, and we beat a team like Penn State or and like I said, Michigan,
Ohio State.
Oregon, any of them,
Yeah.
then it means more.
Yeah.
And I think if we won 1, we'd be fine. If we lost all 3, it'd be over.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
that's the risk.
And by over, like not just this season. Over,
Yeah, no,
like,
UCF
like
football would
history over.
reset basically.
Yeah, and that's tough.
And that is tough.
Tough to
We'd
think
still
about.
win, but we would.
it's a risk I'm willing to take at this point because we're,
You know what would
we're
help?
making very slow
Expanding the college playoffs.
progress. You can talk about that all you want.
It would.
It'll never happen.
I know, but if we went to 8, then we can sneak in at 8, give different conferences chances, and then
Just have us. We don't even have to beat the number 1 seed. Just watch how good we do against them.
Exactly.
Watch. Like, we'll come in within 10 against Clemson or Alabama, and they're gonna be like, "Wow." I mean, we had Daryl Mack made his second career start, or third career.
We would get
second career
destroyed
start
by Clemson,
against
though.
LSU, and we lost by 8. Yeah, we get destroyed by Clemson, but
yeah, we would shine in certain spots.
yeah, I know it's we're not gaining anything from beating up on these teams. You know?
It's true, but maybe. Yeah, it's hard to say. I think bowl games are where we start, but we lost our last bowl game,
yeah,
unfortunately.
it's tough.
So yeah, it's hard to tell though. It's hard to tell. That's
It
the
is.
thing with it.
But all we can say is wear your white shirts at the Stanford game. It's going to be a total whiteout. Both sides of the student section.
Super
are gonna be
excited.
Really loud. It's going to be really packed. I'm so happy to be back in the bounce house.
Probably will be the second most crowded game. No, third. One would be
USF.
Cincy. No,
Since he's at. It's
no,
at
no.
Cincy.
I'm talking about
Just like in-
that we've been here for.
Oh, yeah. Since
So the Ohio
Cincy's
game,
one number one.
I'm sorry, I said Ohio. The college game day, Cincy one's number 1. Probably the Memphis one number 2, and then this would probably be 3.
This is probably 3. Yeah, I mean the conference championship this year is probably going to be.
More.
Well, it doesn't even. I don't know if it's going to be more because it's not. Gonna
It was
be,
a great game last year, though, dude.
Oh my god, it was probably the best game ever.
Yeah,
That or the
exactly.
AL wildcard game, 2017. Both great games.
But best game you ever went to?
Yeah, like
Every Jet game I went to was really bad.
really.
in either way. Not like Jets losing, but I've never been to a close
the
game.
Jets game today?
Don't even get me started. How about Antonio Brown yesterday?
We'll talk about that later. This is why we do college sports podcasts, because talking about NFL is so frustrating.
Yeah, we'll tag on it a little bit at the end.
No, we definitely will.
But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it was a great game. But I think this game is now overshined and kind of peaked, and now it's on the decline. So it's unfortunate.
But all we can do is just beat them by 50. Move on, beat them by 50. 1-0 every week. That's how we do.
Yeah. Do you have any other notes on football? You want to move to volleyball? What do you want to go to?
Volleyball. This is what I'm most excited to talk about.
All right.
So Zach and I went to the volleyball game today against Kansas.
Yep.
So what happened this weekend? There was an invitational, 4 teams.
Mm-hmm.
We played 3 teams in this order: South Carolina, Albany, Kansas. The best record wins that invitational. First 2 we won in 5 sets. This one we won in 3. We creamed Kansas. We swept them.
Yep.
Zach and I tried to keep our own stats.
And let me just say,
because I didn't think about this. Okay, say it.
Is it what I mentioned?
Yeah.
It is really hard to keep track of. Oh my God, keep tracks of multiple stats during a game. It's not just like it's not like in basketball and we were just watching like rebounds. Like we were doing everything, and I definitely lost some. Like just getting exciting in the game, and then like someone scores, and I'd be like, I probably missed a dig in there.
They also have a whole team behind them, you know?
Yeah.
And not like just one kid trying to keep
100%.
Who's also trying to figure out everything.
So I'm gonna get the stats up.
I have them.
Oh, you have them up. Like your stats or like the game stats?
I have the team stats.
Okay. And so let's go section by section, say what we got.
Okay, and then we'll switch over.
And then we'll switch over.
Okay.
So you tell me first.
Let me go into my stats.
So let's just also say it was 3, like you said, 3 sets.
Yeah, 3-0.
We hit 25. They hit what, 18, or it was like 16, 18, 21 or something like that?
Yeah. I think the third set we beat him by a little more than that.
Okay, something like that. But it wasn't like 25-0. So.
Oh, I got him right. Yeah, it was 15, 21, 15.
I was close. I said 15, 21, 18.
All right,
or
ready for this?
Swap that. Yeah. So what's first stat we're doing?
Kills.
Oh, this is my least. No, actually, this isn't my least favorite one. Okay, you want my number first?
I want yours.
29.
Wow. So I had 51.
All right.
We had 51. I got the kills right. I don't even know. I don't know. This is my process.
I got 29.
This is my process. Every spike that we saw, that ended in a point. That wasn't.
Okay,
that was like mishandled. What?
That's the thing. I wasn't.
And also, there's a stat. If you block and get a point on the block, it's a block and a kill.
Oh,
I took a gamble. I took a gamble on that. Damn,
that's crazy.
51 was sort of a shot in the dark. I'm very surprised that I
nailed it.
I'm very surprised.
Okay, so
the rest will not be that easy.
So I was looking at. So one, I lost all the block kills, but I was looking at kills as like. I don't know, like if it got deflected and then like someone hit it and then they didn't get it over, like is that still a kill?
I think so. I think that's what I went with.
I was very bad.
I kind of forget my thought process.
I'm not learning apparently.
Well, I mean you are.
I guess next game. Next game we do it again.
We didn't even know what out and in meant with the ref. The ref stuck his flag up and we were turning to each other.
There's a lot of violations too. I get the double hit and 4 hit, but there's some other stuff. And then nets and all right, what's next?
Too much. All right, blocks. Apparently, I got this way wrong.
Okay, I have 9.
I have 11.
How many?
6.
Okay, that seems wrong.
But a block is a block in any sport.
Maybe it's only a block if it's a point then?
No, because then it wouldn't be a kill. Yeah,
because it's not defensive.
Because then a block would be its own category. I mean, yeah, a kill on a block. So, I don't know.
6. There's no way it's only 6.
There was more than 6. There was more, and Kansas had
only 6.
Kansas had 7. You remember how many blocks we saw by Kansas? Because they had such tall, like.
Yeah, I'm confused.
That must be in point after block. Which
I guess
is kind of dumb.
All right, what's next?
Assists. You definitely have this way wrong because I have it way wrong. I undershot it by a lot.
I have 23.
I have.
Well, it was proportional in my kill.
I get it.
But
I had 39.
Can I guess? Is it like what, 48?
47.
Okay.
47 assists.
Okay, now. So wait, now it's getting crazy though.
Why?
Because we had 51 kills.
I'm starting to understand it. Yeah.
Okay, and 6 blocks. Subtract that.
Okay.
46. How many assists do we have?
47.
So there's a point that is now not accounted for.
I don't think these stat like keepers talk to each other. I think they just throw numbers in.
So that's where I'm confused. It's not equivalent.
Okay, we'll go back to that. How many digs did you have? Oh my god.
Really low.
It's high.
I don't want to say.
No, you have to. It's the rules.
I don't want.
You have to.
8. Oh my god.
They had 51 digs in the game. I had 36 recorded.
All right, I gotta be honest. I don't know how I got 8.
36.
But I
Did you
was
just
only
forget?
counting. No. I mean, I did forget a little bit. I was only counting digs as when the girl hit
Like-
it and she was like on her knees or like on her stomach.
dig it out of the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's just if a girl goes for a kill, like a spike, because they're all basically spikes, and you block it,
Okay, but what about the little cheeky stuff? Is that a dig?
like bump it over, not like spike it over. I don't think you're going for a kill there. I think you're just like trying to
Tricking
get it
them.
over. Yeah.
So would that be a dig though?
No.
Well, I only had 8, so
Well, I could be wrong because
No, of
there's
course.
51 digs. That's as many kills as there were. So I missed like 15 of them. So I don't even know, but
yeah,
definitely a little more
missed,
than 8.
I missed a lot of
How
them.
about you might get me back in errors? How many errors?
9.
It doesn't even show the errors here, yo.
Oh, it's not posted yet then.
No, that's kind of.
Well, I have 9, and I once again.
Well, I
have-
had something like that too. I had 17. So maybe
Okay,
not.
so I don't know what is considered an error and just considered a good play by the other team.
Yeah, you're right. I think just a mishandled pass, because that's kind of with baseball too. People have to decide what's an error and what's a hit. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's just up to preference of the. I mean, we
Yeah.
could be right for all we know. There could have actually.
I think I am. I think
According to
errors
the-
might be my
Yeah,
strong
according
suit.
to the rule book, there could have been 8 errors, but
Yeah.
the people could have just counted wrong. But
Yeah, and then the only
don't-
other stat we have is aces, but we know that because we were there.
what
And
do you
that's
have?
3.
Yeah. Okay. Good job.
God damn, we had to
but-
hold up the little ace signs.
But regardless of the stats, I had a great time.
I
Volleyball.
had so much more fun than I thought I was
Yeah.
going to
So
have.
first of all, it's in the venue. I've never even been to the venue. I've never been to a volleyball.
I have for graduation. Like you
Yeah. So,
mentioned.
but since you've been to the school, you haven't been to the venue.
That's true.
And I walked in, I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." It was just so much fun. The crowd was in it way more than I thought.
We were
we
like
were
the
standing-
student section.
We were standing. Yeah, there's a student section, which I didn't think that was gonna be a thing, and it was fun. You know,
Yeah,
the
no, it was
girls
great
played
time.
really well.
Yeah.
They're really athletic. Some
Dude,
jaw-dropping plays. I'm
I
not
have
even gonna
so
lie.
much respect for the amount of power they can generate from
Yeah.
different like angles on their body.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And it's one thing to just we go up here and read a sheet and it's like, oh, kills, digs. Like,
Uh-huh.
I don't even know what I'm saying half the time.
Yep.
But when I go there, I can put some emotion into it and watch
100%.
watch these girls. Now I have a favorite player of Christina Fisher. She hits the ball so hard, like.
Oh, I need the
like,
roster to remember
assists.
their names. I
number
remember numbers.
15. Do you remember number 15?
Yes, I remember 15.
Yeah, she was the one that smacked the ball like echoed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
She was. 20 was really good defensively.
I can't remember names. Christina Fisher's the only name that I know.
We have a roster somewhere. It's probably in the
It's
car.
in the car.
No, yeah. 21 was really good.
Yeah.
32 was pretty good. She went to Haggerty.
And 14 had some nasty celebrations.
14
What's her name?
celebrations.
Ali Sobel. Ali Sobel. I
Yep,
got it
Ali
right.
Sobel.
She
She
had
had a
some
cool
celebrations.
baseball celebration.
She did. So I had a fun time.
It was a lot of fun.
Yep, there's
And they
a-
were all really nice after the game.
Yeah, we got signatures. But
Very nice
We weren't
after the
like
game.
trying to get signatures.
No,
we
we actually wanted
interact
to
with
see
them,
how
but-
tall they were compared to us.
Yeah.
Because the heights us on the roster seemed exaggerated. Because, like, they were saying, like, 6'4".
Yeah, this.
And, like, I know, like, I don't know. What's Famouk? Like, 6'7"? Like, you know what I mean? And you're telling me she's 6'4". I mean, she could be.
There's
And-
like one girl I saw, the libero, that was really short, and I was like,
And
oh.
they said
and
she was-
it was like 5'8". I'm like, that's taller than me.
Yeah.
There's no way she's taller
Uh-huh.
than me, but and she's not.
but
We
yeah,
also
they were
walked
all
up to
really
them.
nice. All very nice
Great,
people.
yeah, great team. They in 2 weeks, starting the 20th, they host
Hmm.
a game against FGCU at home, and then the 21st they have a doubleheader against Miami,
Yep.
which I'm definitely going to. That's gonna be a great time.
Yeah, awesome.
And FAU comes here, so maybe we'll burn some of theirs while
Let's do
while
it.
they're over here.
We
not
brought
even
out the
kidding.
brooms today. We can bring out the brooms then, baby.
Not even kidding.
Sweep
Let's do
'em.
it.
Also,
Volleyball-
shout out, hey,
Yeah.
if you have to clean courts at a volleyball game, it's a hard job.
I mean,
And he was having a rough day.
this guy. Do you want to tell it? It's really
Yeah,
funny.
so he was like, so they got the mop guy, they got the 2 refs, mop guy, flag guy. Once again, I don't know the terminology. So and ball guys too, because the ball guys were rolling them to each other.
Oh yeah, I thought they were just okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So mop guy, right? Someone dives. It's like basketball. You go wax it off, whatever. But he was like sitting in his chair, and his pole was like pointed towards the players, and the refs were not having it, and they were like, point that away, and he didn't understand. And I'm kind of with the guy. I didn't understand.
He just sat down and he just looked at us
Yeah.
and he just like gave us everyone a face like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And the mop guy was like totally embarrassed.
Uh-huh.
I really felt for him.
Yeah, and then he put the mop away, and he did not understand what he did wrong. And then a couple times he ran on the court, and Zoe, number 6
Zoe.
on Kansas, was getting a little mad at him, and I gotta be honest.
Which isn't it's so why?
Back off, our mop guy.
Okay, well that's enough. Bottom line is go to volleyball games if you're around.
Don't talk shit about our
That's
mop
true too.
guy.
That's true too. But volleyball games are
Yeah,
so
no,
much
they're
fun.
a lot of fun. See you
Moving
there.
on.
Moving on. Go ahead, Steggy.
Okay. So, men's soccer, just a quick recap. We talked about last week how we didn't move up in the rankings after an incredible weekend, and we didn't really back up our talk. Penn State was not ranked. It was our home opener.
Yep.
We tied 2-2. Cal Jennings, guess how many goals he scored?
2,
That's correct. He scored 2 more goals. He has like 10 in the first 7 games.
which is absurd.
The statistics aren't out for today's game, but I'm sure he scored.
Also, for
They're
reference,
probably out now, actually. Hold on.
For reference, do you know how many goals is considered good on a season for, like, let's say, a EPL player?
I tried looking it up, and only last year's stats came up. But at this point of the season, I doubt anyone like
Because
not amazing has over 6.
in
you know? Cal's
professional
got 10
soccer,
now.
you
Yeah.
play 38 games, like regular season games.
Yeah.
And, like, if you hit, like, 18 to 20, that's really
It's
good.
really good, right? And the scoring
So-
is very similar, like 1-0.
Yeah,
2-0,
yeah,
you know
very
what I mean?
similar.
So I'm gonna try.
It's
to
not
look
like
this up.
college football to pro football.
Yeah. Well, but today we did win against University
That's
of
awesome.
Texas, Rio Grande Valley. I'm gonna look up these stats. It's really just to see if Cal Jennings scored or not, and they're not up yet.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, well, let's just assume he did because he
I
scored
bet he
every
did.
game this year.
Bet he did.
And let's move on to basketball. Serious topic, and then not serious topic.
Sure, go for your
Serious
series.
topic. Deon Griffin. He just signed a contract with the professional leagues in Dubai. I believe it's called the UAE League. So congrats to him.
Good for him, yep.
Hopefully
Awesome.
he shines overseas. and
Play
comes to
overseas,
the
you can come
NBA.
across.
I would love to see Deon Griffin. I would love to see Aubrey and Taco and all
Yep,
those guys
100%.
perform. I'm happy Deon didn't give up on basketball because he was fun to watch.
Yeah,
you know?
he was a lot of fun.
I think he scored 7 points in the Duke game.
Yeah,
So
he was a
Deon
good,
Griffin, he was a
good
good contributor,
leader, too.
good off the bench. I'm happy he's staying.
Definitely. And now,
For the main event.
so I'm going to keep it quick because there's not been a lot of news.
Unfortunately.
And then we can go into AB real quick to end it.
Unfortunately.
But Famouk has now not posted in 3 episodes. And I would like to speak very intimately to the mic real quick.
Uh-huh.
Famouk, I am in an honest-to-God sheer panic now. Okay? I need you, if you're there. And if you're not, I'm going to take it as you're in trouble.
I'm sure he's there.
I'm sure he's there too. And he better be. For me.
You have to post something.
You have to dude, if you don't even want to post
Our
it,
whole crew.
bro, if you don't want to post it, just send it to me. I would love to see it. If it's a still of you throwing down a windmill, Famouk, do you know how happy that makes me?
That's all he takes, man.
That's all it takes.
That's all it
And
takes.
I am seriously worried about you, Famouk.
We got our crew looking up Facebook. Famouk on Facebook. Famouk
Yeah.
on Twitter. Famouk on.
I stand out in
Roblox.
front of the arena, in front of Tower 4 where athletes live, and I try to find you. Okay? Let me know. I don't sleep at night anymore, Famouk. All right. I'm done with it. All right, go. We can move on to football
And
now.
see you next episode. Moving on to Antonio Brown.
Sure.
What do you want to ask me? Just what do you want to ask
Are
me?
you happy
Am I happy?
about it?
Am I happy about it? The answer is no, I'm not happy about it. That was the most embarrassing offseason I've ever had. Antonio Brown, okay, this is what happened. And I'm not as mad as I was yesterday, and this is going to come out Monday, so it's going to be even more of, like,
Sure.
quieter news, but this is what happened. Antonio Brown gets traded, I'm happy. He gets blisters on his feet, I have to deal with that shit. He posted on Instagram, disgusting. Then he showed up in a hot air balloon to practice.
That's awesome, though.
He misses meetings.
He does. Gets fined.
He does that stupid helmet bullshit. It's
Which
so
I kinda
annoying,
agree
which
with
I
him.
understand, but it went on way too long. And it's
Sure.
like, just wear the helmet at this point. If you want to be a Raider. Turns out he didn't. He missed meetings. He starts yelling at Mike Mayock, who, by the way, I've newfound respect for Mike Mayock.
I like him too, actually.
And newfound respect for the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is the first time in my life I've been following football since I was 9 years old. It's the first time in my life where I think the Steelers are actually the face as opposed to heel. They're good guys instead of bad guys.
Yeah.
Not
Good
totally,
wrestling terms,
not
by the
totally.
way.
Yeah, I know. But Juju's a good guy.
Yeah.
James Conner is the most loved, one of the
Big
most
Ben's
loved
still a
athletes.
rapist, though.
Yeah, well, they still got a rapist in the backfield. That'll change, though, because, in my opinion, Mason Rudolph is going to be an exceptional quarterback.
Yeah, Big Ben's,
Only time will tell.
39, 38 now, so.
Yeah, but I think good for the Steelers. I mean, they ate up $21 million just to get rid of Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
And
the Raiders gained money.
Yeah, they did. They gained.
It was like $57K or something like that, right? Because
Yeah.
he had 200.
I thought it was $300,000.
No, that was his total fine, but I'm pretty sure in some like 1-day bonuses and like first day bonuses, I don't know, a bunch of stuff.
But still, we gained money from it. But
Uh-huh.
Bottom line, Mike Mayock, this is why I respect him. This is not easy for him. He stuck with Antonio Brown. He made his life that much harder, his job that much harder.
Yep.
Because he knew that it was a good business move to keep Antonio Brown on the Raiders for this long. He tried to make it work. He tried to get Antonio Brown jerseys to sell. He tried to get people to come to see him. He's an exceptional athlete, and I really did like him for the longest time. But Mike Mayock finally just put his foot down and was like, listen, I'm releasing you. You want me to release you? You're gone. And there's this rumor that Antonio Brown planned on joining the Patriots this whole time.
Yeah.
If that's true, bravo. Like
There was things
great
that he-
job. I don't know how
Yeah.
you figured that out.
There was things that AB hired like social media
right?
experts to like be able to configure posts that would lead to him getting cut.
Which I don't get it.
I'm going to ask you a quick question, and this might delve into a topic that we don't have time for, so we can always pick it up next week.
Yes, sir.
But do players in the NFL have too much power?
Yes, it's very annoying.
Okay.
You're getting paid millions and millions of dollars on end. You're an entertainer. I don't know who you think you are, Antonio especially, but a lot of people do this. Le'Veon too, and I kind of like Le'Veon back then too.
Yeah.
He scored a touchdown today, so good for him.
He
Rooting
did
for
a
him.
receiving touchdown.
But what? Like, you can't be doing this. The Zeke holdout, the Melvin Gordon holdout.
Yeah, holdout's
Julio
annoying
Jones.
me.
This is not, and it's not really common in baseball or hockey. It's definitely common in basketball, and it gets me very pissed off. And it changes. The league
Holdouts
forever.
aren't, but players having too much power
Yeah,
are.
players having too much power. And
But can I give you a scenario in terms of the player side? Like when Earl Thomas got hurt last year,
okay.
he wanted to hold out. He was convinced not to. First game regular season, hurt himself out for the season. He's now guaranteed no money. He can never get paid again if the injury was bad. And he flipped off the bench.
Right?
So
Yeah.
I get it to an extent, but I don't think
You're saying like it's their health.
it's their health.
Listen.
If you're like Zeke and you have 2 years left in your contract, just play football.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because on the other side, there's millions of kids who wish they were Ezekiel Elliott. Mm-hmm. And there's tons of college kids who will never even be looked at by the NFL who wish they were Ezekiel Elliott. So,
and not even that, but you look at it like a business side. You signed a contract. You are now owned by the owner. The owner owns you now as an athlete.
Yeah.
He owns what you do as an
100%.
athlete. You can't just do this and get more money. When athletes just pull this shit and they get more money out of it, it annoys me because it just lets athletes know, hey, the NFL's lenient. I can get more money. I can go to the
100%.
team I want.
It's the same thing with disciplinary stuff in the NFL too.
The NFL is before our very eyes starting to get ruined, and it's terrible.
Yeah.
If it's not already ruined. I mean, look at the Patriots signed every convict, every Josh Gordon. I mean,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
Dallas or New England.
and Dallas
always.
too. That's all they do. It's really annoying.
Well, let me tell you, as a Jet fan, nothing ever happens to us, like good or bad. Like we're never in the media because I mean Le'Veon, but we just do nothing and we lose games to the Bills in the fourth quarter. So
By
it sucks.
missing extra points.
I don't
get
even
it.
fucking want to
I mean,
talk about
that's
missing
another
extra
thing. Yeah,
points.
it's hard for me to talk about this. I was so upset.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone was literally. I said literally again. I'm trying not to say literally, by the way. But right when it happened, I was on a run. Mm-hmm. It was like noon, right? It was so hot out. And then I had to stop and make sure it was real because I was like, oh, it's probably just a rumor.
Yeah, yeah.
And then my phone blew up with all my friends like texting me and calling me. I'm like, I get it. It's like fun or whatever. It's sports, but I really don't want to talk about this right now.
Yeah.
I saved all my energy for this, but I'm feeling better since then.
I think it's okay. The only problem, it's a good move because he's a cancer to the team.
Any team except the
any
Patriots,
team.
who are filled with cancers.
But you guys traded a lot away, and right now it's not coming to fruition.
We didn't trade that much. We traded a third and a fifth.
Well, for AB, I meant in general.
Oh,
all
in
your
gen- okay,
trades,
yeah,
like Khalil
okay.
Mack,
Okay.
Amari.
That is
like,
another thing I don't want to talk about.
everything.
just
So I
wanna
don't
talk
know
about
how
it.
it's working. Gruden's a little overrated.
I mean, you saw one season of him,
That's true.
and you've also seen Hard Knocks, and I haven't.
But this season will be bad, most likely.
You don't know that.
You're right. Josh Jacobs is cool,
Josh Jacobs, and their defense is young and unpredictable.
but young defense doesn't mean good defense.
I know, but they are good.
They're average, yeah.
They could be good. They
Could
have
be
a high
good, I
ceiling.
agree.
They have a high ceiling.
I mean, you had the best pass rusher in the league, or second best, and then you trade him for what in turn would be Pharrell, right?
And Jonathan Abram. Did we got 2 firsts from him? Yeah, and Jonathan Abram.
Was it? Yeah.
And we drafted Josh Jacobs. Or I guess it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, any two combination
Jacobs,
of those two.
Abram. Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe.
We have
If Pharrell
Vontaze
does good,
Burfict.
then
We
yeah.
have Arden Key.
Burfict's a joke.
Well, and who else we have? LaMarcus Joyner is there. Hunter Renfro's at wide receiver. As weird as he is, he was a national champ last year. So was Clelin Ferrell. I don't know. I think the only win we're guaranteed is tomorrow. There's no way John Gruden is going to suffer a loss after that media, especially because it's home against the Broncos.
Broncos. I was trying to
We're a
remember.
better team than the Broncos anyway.
Yeah.
But there's no way Gruden will lose that game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
After that, I think it's all downhill from there, personally. But
We'll see. But that's about time,
only time will
Stig.
tell, yeah. Okay.
So if you want to say your goodbyes, I'll say
yeah,
mine.
I'll say my goodbyes. It was a little interesting an episode. We started off angry about college football and moved into a
Happy.
good mood volleyball,
And
and
then
then
angry.
terrible for NFL.
Absolutely.
But I just want to say thank you guys so much. I think we hit over 100 downloads now.
We did.
I can't even thank you guys enough.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
awesome,
That
guys.
is way more downloads than I thought we'd have at this point. We're on episode 5. It seems like you guys love it, and we love you just as much. So
Yeah.
just be sure to subscribe on
100%.
iTunes,
Got it.
podcast app, 5-star rating.
Yep.
I'm just naming terms that I've heard you say before.
Yeah,
Spotify,
download
Google.
on Spotify, Google Play. Also, for the one person that watches on the website every time, just go to Spotify. It's probably easier, buddy. It's just weird. I get it and we appreciate it, but that's an ugly website. I'm not very good at it.
As of now,
Nights in
we're
the
working
AM
on it.
dot
We're working on it.
transistor.fm. But yeah, just go on Spotify or iTunes. It'd probably be easier, and it's built into your phone, the iTunes one, so
Yes,
can't
sir.
even delete it.
All right.
No. Other than that, yeah. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys.